I knew that I wasn't able to take a full-time job. It's not like they would spoon-feed you internship. In terms of career development, Shanghai is the most attractive city. Academic excellence scholarship, 88,000 renminbi, the Jiangsu government scholarship. So in my case, I got the highest possible scholarship. Heard back from 3 different companies. Chinese students, like the local mainland Chinese, higher self-esteem in terms of like career and ambitions. Like they're much more ambitious. A lot of people from Europe actually. And what is the worst thing about xjtlu?
Is it rolling? It's rolling.
I haven't done a YouTube video in so long. Hello beautiful people, I am back! So the last time that I did a YouTube video was last summer during my internship, and that was like 6 months ago. I know, and then I disappeared. But anyways, today I will be answering your dying questions about xjtlu because I'm graduating this year. Wow, that was an insane statement to say because like I remember my English, oh my god, which by the way, I recently took the IELTS exam and I did not study for it. Like it's literally the first exam in my life that I never studied for, and I had high expectations for myself because I've been yapping in English my entire life. So if I got a score below 8.0, I would freak out. Like low-key, I would be so disappointed in myself, but thankfully I got an 8.5, so also, don't mind the messy background. I'm crashing over my brother's place because his Wi-Fi is super strong. And I'm back in Jakarta. Yay! I actually miss Jakarta so much. I only go home once a year, so. Okay, so I have your questions on Instagram and TikTok actually because I posted. Just comment whatever you want to know. I'm ready to spill the tea. Okay, so apparently you guys have a lot of questions. That is insanely a lot. I've never received these many questions before. Welcome back to Mett's yapping sash. Oh my god, I haven't said that in such a long time. I'm so happy. Is HSK test needed to get in? No, you don't need HSK at all because every program at my school, oh, it's raining. It's English taught. The tuition fees. Okay, so during my year of enrollment, which is like 2023, it was 88,000 renminbi, but what I know right now is that the tuition fees have increased the year after me. I believe it was, I think it's around 93,000 yuan. I'm gonna put the screenshot here just in case I'm wrong. Did you study in China for bachelor's degree or for language courses? I studied my bachelor's degree at xjtlu in Suzhou, China. Is there any MBA program in English or bilingual? Okay, so my school does have an MBA program. I'm not quite sure specifically on their details, but you can find them on their website. But definitely it's all in English because we are an international university. What type of scholarships can we get? So my entire time at xjtlu, I received 2 types of scholarships. The first one is from xjtlu themselves. So it's called an academic excellence scholarship, and you first get it depending on your entry level skills, but basically your high school stats. If you are quite impressive academically or in terms of like extracurriculars, then you definitely get the scholarship. One major con that xjtlu has, in my opinion, is their scholarship options. The maximum that they could give you is only 50%. So in my case, I got the highest possible scholarship from xjtlu, which is 50%. So that would make my tuition fees like 44,000 renminbi. But because I did apply for the Jiangsu government scholarship, and how do I know about this type of scholarship? It's they would tell you from email. Yep, they would email it to your student inbox. Specifically, it's called DOE scholarship and it's available every year. Like, just keep checking your emails for updates. It's usually around like August or September. To apply for a scholarship, it was super simple. Like, you just had to like write an essay telling them like why you should be picked for the scholarship and what contributions can you make to the school. And this DOE scholarship that I got is worth 20,000 renminbi. So basically, because of these 2 scholarships combined, the tuition fee that I have to pay is 20,000 renminbi, which honestly is such a steal considering how the original tuition is 88,000. Like, that's crazy. From xjtlu themselves, which by the way is renewable each academic year, which means that if your GPA falls within that year, you're cooked, bro. Like, you're not getting back that scholarship. And how do you know if your GPA is like good enough for you to continue getting that scholarship? Well, they will tell you by email every year. And basically in your entire major, there will be an average grade, which they believe is like the standard academic performance. And if your average grade is below that standard, then you're not getting the scholarship. But that's the thing about scholarships in China though. Like, once you get a scholarship that is like government sponsored, like for example, mine is like the Jiangsu provincial a government scholarship, right? In most cases, you can't really combine one government scholarship with the other. Same with CGS, which is the scholarship that I'm applying for right now. Like if I get CGS, which by the way, I'm applying for Type B. Like let's say if I do get the Type B CGS scholarship, which fingers crossed I do, I'm not allowed to like combine that with, let's say, the Beijing government scholarship because they're both government sponsored and you're only allowed to choose one. So yeah, if I have the entry scholarship, will I be able to get another scholarship in my second year? Okay, I think I answered that. So basically, as long as you maintain your GPA, your xjtlu scholarship automatically renews. Like you don't have to reapply. Is there more Chinese locals or Indonesians in xjtlu? Okay, I know what it looks like. Like xjtlu is like populated with with Chinese Indonesians. Completely understandable because like I did not expect to meet my own species when I moved abroad to China. Okay, to give you guys some context, the number of Indonesians from year 1 to year 4 is around like 500. Like I would say like the upper bound is 500, but specifically probably like around 450. But the Chinese students, girl, they take like 95% of the university's students. Like, okay, I don't know the exact statistics. I don't work for xjtlu, okay? I am not associated with them in any type of like legal or professional way. Like, I'm just a student there, right? And so I'm really giving like a ballpark figure when I say that the Chinese students, like the local mainland Chinese, they're probably 95% of xjtlu's population because there's just so many local Chinese. Like in my major alone in marketing, there's only like 4 Indonesians. And so what's the remaining 5% of the population, you might ask? Well, honestly, 4% would be like Indonesians because we do take up the majority of the international students at xjtlu, but there's a lot of Thai. I've met someone from Myanmar. Why am I blanking out? Oh my god, a lot of Malaysians, right? Oh my god, my best friends are Malaysians. Oh my god, how could I forget? There are also some Americans as well. Someone from Brazil I've met. A lot of people from Europe actually. Like we have a lot of exchange students from Europe. I don't know why. Most likely because xjtlu is a partner university with universities in Europe, but like every semester I would see a lot of European students and they're only there for like 1 semester, at most 1 year. Okay, next, does xjtlu support internships, research opportunities for their students? Support as in what? Because at least for research opportunities, they have a SURF program. I forgot what the long name is for SURF. I'll put it on the screen, but basically it's a summer research program every summer. They actually invite students from other universities to take part in, and you can take part as a student of xjtlu yourself. You can pick a professor, you can pick a professor that you like, do the project. It's a team-based type of research project and it can be done remotely. So I know that a lot of people go back to their home countries during the summer break. So yeah, it's a summer research program. I did want to join during my first year, but I chose not to because I got another opportunity of a consulting project with Bosch, and I feel like it's much more aligned towards the career path that I'm going for, and therefore I did not take the SURF program. But after talking to a lot of xjtlu students, I find that the SURF program is really valuable to be added onto your CV, so I highly recommend that you do take the SURF program if you are able to. As for does xjtlu support internships, we have job fairs every semester, the beginning of every semester, because recruitment season is usually during fall and spring. During my first 2 years in xjtlu, I feel like the internship opportunities are much like more readable, like more available, because I feel like the most recent job fair that I went to at xjtlu, it was mostly just like them giving out like pamphlets, brochures, etc., like asking you to just scan this QR code, etc., but there's no like actual leads until months later. Like I literally just heard back from 3 different companies. Okay, out of the 3 companies that got back to me, one of them immediately offered me a role in their office, but they're located in Nanjing, which is like 2 hours away from Suzhou. So I'm like, no thank you. Like I barely survived my Shanghai commute when I did my internship last year, so I was like, Nanjing, 2 years, 2 hours, yeah, not for me, girl, nah. But it was a good role though. It was like a finance related role. And then the other 2 companies, they just invited me to participate in their interview, which are full-time jobs, by the way. And as soon as I got accepted into Tsinghua, I rejected them because I knew that I wasn't able to take a full-time job located in Shanghai for a master's program that I was gonna do in Beijing, which, by the way, Beijing is 2 hours by plane from Shanghai, so it's just not possible. Okay, next. Ooh, this is a juicy question. What is the worst thing about xjtlu? Thank you, Che. Okay, just a disclaimer, right? Like, all of the questions regarding like the school, the program itself, my answers are very limited to my own program and the business school, marketing and the business school, IBSS, International Business School, Suzhou. So please take my answers with a grain of salt because I do not represent the entire school and I don't have any close friends from the STEM majors, so pretty sure I have some things that I'm not satisfied about my school. It's just that I can't think of any right now. I actually get a lot of questions about like, hey, does xjtlu like give you internships? Like, is it easy to get internships? And honestly, isn't it the same thing with every school out there? Like, it's not like they would spoon feed you internships, you know? Like, don't expect them to just like give you a role just because you go to their school. Or maybe that's the case in some countries. I don't know, actually. Like, maybe I should shut up. For the job fairs and the employment opportunities, mostly you would get in Suzhou, right? Because our school is based in Suzhou. But because I have had work experience in Shanghai, I feel like in terms of career development, Shanghai is the most attractive city. Like, obviously, it's such a global economic hub. And as a foreigner myself who lives in China, Shanghai is the most welcoming city. Like, it's so diverse. I meet so many people from different countries in Shanghai, and I feel like I can grow so much as a person because in Suzhou and Shanghai, it's a big city and a residential city, right? Like, Suzhou is also a very developed and advanced city, like, don't get me wrong, it's just that it's not on Shanghai's level. In Shanghai, I generally feel like people have higher self-esteem in terms of like career and ambitions. Like, they're much more ambitious and driven, but Suzhou, it's more like laid back. There's like a slower pace to life, and if you're into that, like, good for you. But me personally, I'm a super ambitious person, and so I really love my time interning in Shanghai because I feel like the environment itself is super supportive of me chasing bigger goals, aiming bigger, you know. And in terms of xjtlu for the job fairs, like, a lot of the companies that they invite, they are based in Suzhou. There are a few that are in Shanghai, but it's the bigger companies which are more difficult to get into, such as PwC, Deloitte. Oh my god, I swear, the HR from Deloitte doesn't even come. It's just like a QR code. Like, you just scan the QR code, you apply online on their system. So it's like, but I'm never interested in PwC or Deloitte because they're more like oriented towards accounting and finance students, and I'm a marketing student. So can I transfer here from another university? Okay, I'm really sorry, but I really don't know anything about transferring because it really depends on your home university. Like, do they have a partnership with xjtlu? If they do, then usually it's like an exchange program for like a semester or at most a year. So definitely, if I were you, I would check with my home university. Also, I'm hungry, so I'm gonna eat my salad wrap. This is my favorite salad brand ever since I was little. Salad Stop. If you guys are from Jakarta, you'd know that Salad Stop is available in most malls. And I haven't eaten this in a year. And I would rarely eat this because it's super expensive. Like, oh my god, it's like insanely overpriced for a salad. So eating a salad, not because it's healthy, but because it tastes good and it's expensive. I got the Caesar salad wrap. Hi, editor Mett here. So I ended up filming for like 2 hours, and so I couldn't fit everything in one video. So I'll be splitting this whole series into 2 or 3 parts. The next one is coming out next week, so make sure you subscribe so you'll get notified when the next part is out. And yeah, thank you so much for watching my video, and I hope you all have a great day. Bye bye.